Good day and greetings from the Great White North. My name is Prickly Poo and welcome to day 334 of a year of change. As you can probably tell, I'm sounding a little bit different. Things are much better. I'm actually feeling better today than I was yesterday. When I start feeling better, this is what happens. So I'm not quite as stuffy uppy as I was before. I actually started recording earlier. This is the second attempt I'm making because I started, things were going well, and I can feel it starting again. That's going to happen a lot through this. So, anyway, it got to be too annoying even for me, so I thought, yeah, it's best just to sort of start over. So, when I start getting better, I don't know why, but my voice goes. So things are not always great, but I feel better than I did yesterday in general. So I just basically spend the rest of the week moping around my house, still taking medicine as much as I can, and pretending that I'm Darth Vader. Going, no, I am your father. No. And then act out the whole thing. It'll be fine. That's all that I do with this. I have no other contribution to make. Anyway, the thing I want to talk about today, it's just something that's sort of been gradually building up throughout the week. And it's something that originally, recently actually, I had told people that if I ever do this, that they could call me a douchebag and slap me, but I'm not quite going to do what I said I was going to do. So let me explain. Throughout this week, my original intent was to have to start doing stuff on the weekends where I'm actually doing my treadmill, but just a walk. Nothing more than that, just a walk. I'm not going to go really intense because we're trying to sort of map out our week and really finalize our exercise days and things like that. And I found that Thursdays and Fridays I'm not really getting much done. Then I'm going to start out by doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday as my 10 walking, 10 running, or jogging. Sorry. And then Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, those off days would be the days when I just walk, so that at least I'm still doing something. Gives me a bit of a rest and things like that. But unfortunately, this week I haven't been able to do any of that shit. I have been able to walk. I've still been doing my treadmill, but I've just been doing just a basic 5 kilometers per hour walk, which for me is a very leisurely walk. It's usually what I do during my cool down. And I had started trying to do like the jogging earlier on in the week, and after about 2 minutes I'm huffing and puffing and wheezing and hacking and coughing. I'm completely exhausted and can barely finish out the rest of it. So I went, you know what, I'm just going to take it slow this week. And especially where I haven't been feeling well, I don't feel as bad. It's not like I'm just going, I'm just too lazy. That coughing is going to get on my ass, I was going to say, on my nerves. Anyway, the problem with that is that I am noticing that it is getting annoying. And this is where the douchebaggy slappy in the face thing comes in. Because I'm not at a stage where I'm going, oh, I need to run. I miss running. I want to be able to run, man. I'm not that far gone. The people that do that, I mean, I understand that there are probably some people out there that just, oh, it's everything. It's the best thing in the world. And I am nowhere near that at this stage. But the annoying part is that I've been able to do it in the past and I can't do it now. I'm physically unable to do it. Because when I start, I'm wiped right out after about 2 minutes, about 1.5 or 2 minutes. And part of that is just because of feeling sick. So, and that's where that annoyance comes in, because the only thing I can really equate it to is we've all had weeks when we're tracking our food, that it's just been on point. Everything's gone perfect. Our fats and proteins and carbs are where they need to be. We're below where we want it to be for our sodium. Sugar is really, really low during that week. We've had high fiber. We've, had a lot more, a lot more in the way of fruits and vegetables. Everything just has sort of come together during that week, and we ended up losing, a substantial amount. This is not going to stop. Anyway, I'm going to try to cut out all those noises. We'll try to put something in so that you can go, oh, it's funny when it happens instead of just being annoying. So we have those weeks where everything really just seems to fit together really, really well. And then we have the weeks where, we have a day where it doesn't go quite as well as it should. And that bleeds into another day. And we go, well, you know what? I went over that day. That's kind of shitty. All right, we'll do better tomorrow. And then the next day comes up and you go, well, I shouldn't have really had that. Didn't really go over, but I shouldn't have eaten it because I felt like shit afterwards. And then that goes into another day. And then you look back over the week and you go, God, I've really just, my fat content is way up. I had 2 days where I had junk food. Ended up indulging in having a cheat day, like during the weekend or whatever it is, and you look back and you go, God, I did so well before, and I just have this off week. That feeling is the same feeling that I've got this week. Not that I go, oh, I miss having rice cakes and wheat thins and all the other stuff. Just that I know I can do better. And I've done better in the past, and that's the thing. Like, I've consistently been able to do the 10 on, 10 off, for the first 3 days anyway. But not being able to do any of it really is getting annoying because it's slowing me down, and that's where the annoyance comes in. I'm really sorry about the coughing. It's annoying to you. It's annoying to me. But, so on top of everything else, the cravings sort of bled from yesterday into today as well, where you just really just don't want to think about healthy foods. You just want junk food. Had a really strong craving for it. Still didn't indulge. Still not going to, because now I'm just getting pissed off about it. Because now it's 2 days in a row, and you're just like, ugh. And I understand that part of it is just being sick, and then you have that thought. You're like, I don't even care anymore. I just want a day where I can just eat whatever I want and not worry about it. Problem is, I think those days are far behind us, where we can still have days where we eat whatever we want, but no way we're not going to worry about it, because you're going to get halfway through and go, I shouldn't be doing this, and you're going to want to stop. And with the exercise, the issue that I'm having there is that, not that, oh, I miss it, I really want to get back into running because it's so awesome, but I kind of want to get back into it because I feel like I'm losing ground. And I want to be able to sort of keep up. And I'm hoping that by this weekend, then I'm back to 100%. I'll be able to start in again and get back to where I was. And that's all it is. It's not, the missing of the exercise or any of the other bullshit that people always say. So that's the douchey baggy slap me in the face part that I said, no, don't. It's just a matter, I know I can do it. I know I've been able to do it, and I just simply can't at this stage. It would be the same thing as saying, well, unfortunately, you can only buy, pizza for the next 2 weeks. Like, no, I can go out and buy this. There's like, no, it's all gone. The only thing that's left in the entire store for the next 2 weeks is going to be frozen pizza, which sounds great. Same thing with not exercising. Sounds really, really good. But in the back of your head, you're like, I don't want to. I've made some strides. I've made a lot of progress, and I want to keep going. So that annoyance is really, that's what's been bugging me for the past few days. I've still been doing the treadmill. Like I say, I'm still doing a regular 5-kilometer walk. And depending on when I start feeling better, then I will be able to continue on with that. And hopefully get to a point where I can, even if I can get to like 2 or 3 minutes of jogging and then gradually start building up to 5 and then 7 and then 10 and back to where I need to be. I doubt I'll be able to go, well, yesterday was a 5-minute walk I keep saying that, 5-kilometer walk, and then all of a sudden, bam, right back into what I can do, which would be very, very nice. But a weird part of it as well is that when I'm walking, I get a little bit sweaty when I'm just doing my regular walk. If I go any further, I get out of breath before I get sweaty. I have a really hard time breathing and then hacking and coughing. Obviously, even talking is causing an issue. So imagine like breathing very deeply. I can't get in as much oxygen as I need. So of course I'm getting worn out very quickly. So I get a bit sweaty by the end of it, but not compared to how I usually get. And not that I go, ooh, I like being sweaty. Everything is awesome. But for the record, that's how I know I've done something. So it feels like, although I'm still staying active, doing what I'm doing, at the end of it, I just think, God, what's the point? What the hell was the point of that? I mean, the point is that it's still better than me doing nothing, I suppose. But it's annoying because I don't feel like it's actually contributing anything. And I think that's where that agitation is coming from. Not that I'm just like, oh God, I need to make sure that I feel the burn and everything else. I don't want things to burn. Burning hurts. But when I'm doing my jogging and walking and jogging and walking thing, when I'm done, I feel that sense of accomplishment. I feel, you know what, this has done something. I know that this has benefited me somehow. And right now, at the peak of my activity level, I don't feel that way. And that's where that annoyance is coming in. That's what's been bugging me for the past few days. And I suspect that maybe part of that is still that, you think, I'm not doing anything, I'm not going to lose any, and I'm going to get fatter, I might as well just have candy. And all that mopey, sulky, 2-year-old attitude that sort of goes along with it. That might be contributing to me going, I want junk food or candy or whatever. What was it today? Can't remember what it was. There was something that I was thinking of, and grilled cheese sandwich. That's what it was. But it's to a point, it's sort of like quitting smoking where, I think, all right, well, I can sit here and think, oh, that would be nice, and indulge in that for 5 or 10 minutes. As long as I don't actually have it, eventually the craving will pass. Because then I start thinking about all the other stuff on top of it, and I go, I don't want to undo what I've done so far. And that's sort of what I feel like I've been doing with this exercise as well. That although I'm still active, I feel like I'm just like, it's not enough. It's driving me buggy. I want to be able to do more. Not because it's great and because it gives me, euphoria or any of the other stuff that goes along with it. Just the fact that at least that way I know I'm progressing. Right now I feel like I'm stagnant, and which is bothering me. I'm tired out. I suppose in a way it's a good thing that it's annoying, not to a point where I'm driven to push myself harder and harder and, just will myself to feel better. But the fact that it's annoying enough that I've noticed it, I think is a good sign. Just like us sort of noticing, oh, well, you know what, I eat better now. I don't have to have frozen pizzas, 2 or 3 times a day. I don't have to eat 2.5 of them in a single sitting. Don't have to eat entire tubs of icing. Just another one of those changes that I'm sort of realizing now. When you have those moments when it dawns on you and you think, there's no way a year ago that I would have been annoyed at not being able to exercise. Maybe when we first started out and you get all gung-ho and you first started there we go. Try this one more time with some vowels in there as well. When you first start out on a diet or you first sign up with a gym, we've done this so many times where you say, what, this is the year. So usually New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, you join a gym and you think, I'm going to go every single day. And you're all gung-ho, and those are the moments that you think, I'm not able to do what I want to do, and you try and you just fail because we just simply aren't used to it. That level of frustration where you think, I'm just too fat, I can't do anything. We're used to that, but generally that sort of leads us into, I'm too fat, I can't do anything, there's no point, I'm going to go back to my old lifestyle. With this, it's just a matter of, we know that we can do more, or I do, whether you're sick or not, I don't know. But I know I can do more, not because it's like, I have confidence in myself, and then sing a little tune. Just that I've done it. I've been doing it for quite some time. And now that I can't, that's what's bugging me. And again, not sort of I just wish I could exercise. No, nobody likes exercise. What I have is tolerable, not enjoyable. There's a difference. But I find that, when I'm not able to do it, it's just, and really it's, like I say, it's just the matter of me feeling like, okay, I'm not progressing at all. And especially at the end, like we're coming into our last month, at the end of this week. And I feel like things are it's getting under the wire here. I really want to be able to make some more progress, and I'm stuck and I can't do anything. It's bugging me. So, but that's all I want to talk about. The original thing that I had said, that if I ever get to a point where it's, I just love exercising and I have to do it every day, or I just don't feel right. No, you're just a dink if you're like that. I can understand getting into a pattern and getting into a schedule and liking the structure of that. That I can get behind. And if it was something that, if I was going to a gym or something, 2 or 3 times a week, if I couldn't go, it would be disruptive to my schedule. But I can't imagine, saying it's completely ruined my day. I wasn't able to do this and this and this, and that threw me off, and now my week is gone. But who knows, maybe 2 years down the road when I'm all fit and fancy and all the other stuff, maybe. But for right now, I can still walk. Things are going fairly well at this point. So I'm hoping that by the end of this week, I've got another couple of days to keep pumping medicine into me. I'm hoping that by the time the weekend hits, I'll be able to get back into it and just start our last month on the right foot, so to speak, and really sort of delve back into what I was doing before. Especially this week, because starting on Sunday, I want to get into the vigorous exercise, which is what I've been doing, except for this week, and so that we'll sort of up it a little bit that way, and we'll finish out our last month with that, which will be very, very nice. But anyway, for right now, my voice is going. I can feel another coughing fit coming on, so I'm going to end this video here. So thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, please poke the like button for me. In the meantime, keep it warm and fuzzy, and I will see you in the next video.